Hello everyone! A lot of us have been hearing about the hype around Guild Wars 2. They released this epic new trailer revealing Guild Wars 2 Heart of Thorns. I will be leaving a direct link to the trailer if you haven't seen it yet. The hype around it is now quite massive, from Reddit to the forum posts. Now, I normally try not to get myself too excited when it comes to hype around games. However, Guild Wars 2 has been a game that I've been with since launch and currently the MMO to play for interesting combat and PvP. I just can't keep my mind off on what might be released. Currently everything is pointing towards an expansion. This could be the place where the content that was hinted towards earlier to be released. I do not expect anything else besides an expansion because they've been giving us so much information. They've been hyping up towards this. They've been going all out with ads and they've contacted so many content creators to promote this event. So I'm quite excited to let you know that I'll also be streaming tomorrow during the PAX event. I will be starting 2 hours before the announcement with the usual content, PvP and such, and the interactive stream. And once the stream hits, I will be rebroadcasting the PAX announcement, and joining with me will be other well-known guests within the Guild Wars 2 community. One of them will be one of my favorite streamers, Choxy, known for his fear walls pushing Zergs off cliffs in Edge of the Mist. And we will also be discussing the announcement and answering any questions that might be coming up from the community. And what I want to have is a place where we can have a civilized discussion without all the spam, and where we can have a place to talk about the upcoming content. Now, it's good to know that they finally moved away from just living story updates and giving us fresh new content. So Choxy, what are you expecting from this announcement? Do you think this will be the expansion where all the promises and wishes of players will be coming true?
I hopefully do so, Koroshi. If anything, they've been hinting at this stuff for way too long and not delivering on it. You know, things like new legendaries, new medals, new content, and from what we've been getting so far, these little feature patches have been great and all, but we need something big. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's been such a long time since we've gotten like a really big content update. And I think the entire community has been waiting for this for such a long time. Especially like for me, what I would be the most interested in would be new skills and elites, because this allows me to build up even more crazy stuff. It'll bring in kind of a fresh new PvP, since you do not know what to expect anymore from other players. Things that are now set in stone, builds that have been in the meta for such a long time. It kind of made the game a little bit still in terms of SPVP. And I know in World vs. World it was still very... there was like a lot of variety in builds, but in SPP you would find just the meta builds, and this will stir things around, and I'm actually quite happy about that. How do you feel about if they added new skills and elites? What would you be the most excited about?
Just having more build diversity, of course, because, you know, even though I come from more of a World vs. World aspect, you know, you'll be always going against those PD quantities, PU mesmers, all these other things, and it's just like, wow, I really can't handle this anymore. But it's gonna be overall a good change for the game. We just really need new things. It really will inspire people to come up with new builds and, you know, just new things to do instead of playing things in the meta, of course.
If there was like a weapon for your necromancer, what would you ask for?
Scythe.
A what?
Scythe.
A scythe. Oh my god.
Either a scythe or a greatsword. You know, everyone
Yeah.
has a greatsword, and except no, not everyone has a greatsword, but a necro with greatsword. Come on, how badass would that be?
No way. Please no. Anything but a great sword. But a scythe, holy fuck. I would actually be scared of a necromancer.
And we will literally rip boons from you guys.
Like if I had to think about for my main class, which would be engineer, I always wanted something like Guardians have this hammer skill called Banish, which allows them to home run people off the maps.
Right.
I want that. I want something like that, like a baseball bat or a mace, something that allows me to do that, or even just a hammer. You know, like I can hope for it, because the weapons that we have available is actually not that much. We got a pistol, shield, and rifle, and you know, it's very limited when looking at other classes like warriors that have access to almost every single weapon in the game. I would have loved that. Engineer gets a little bit more, you know? I also like heard about them talking about legendary armors before, and I'm actually hoping that will come out soon, because this allows me to change my stats on the fly, like the legendary weapons have right now, which would make it much easier for me to change around my builds and just like testing out new stuff. I don't know if they will add in like new kind of insignias. You could think, because right now we have runes that go into armor. Do you feel like they
Right.
will add in like different stuff that we can now fuse into our armor, or will they keep it like it was before?
Oh, I'm hoping so because just uses them. There's only so much runes that people use. There's so much runes that we have access to. It's just that there's just so much runes that are just viable. And having another type of upgrade would be kind of nice. Maybe like skill enhancement runes or something like that. Something around those lines.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see what they announce about that. And then
Definitely.
finally, I think we both agree that they probably won't be releasing any new races or classes. I would love to see one because that would like push the variety of the game a lot more, and I guess everyone will be creating the new class or race just to test it out or view how it is. I don't know if it's really necessary, but I do welcome it. Like
Yeah,
you,
we definitely would welcome it. It's just that once a new class or profession comes out, everyone wants to play that class, and you'll probably never see any of the other ones for quite a while until everyone kind of gets bored of it. Because that's just every game. Everyone wants to try new stuff, and we're gonna see this new class all over the place.
yeah. Well, we'll also be using Facecam, which I think for a lot of people will be the first time seeing me on Facecam. Choxy always used
Face
Facecam.
cam hype.
I've used it like a couple of times before on stream, but I never really mentioned it before the stream. So it was only for the viewers that were at that moment that saw the Facecam. So that's going to be quite exciting. And I will also be doing giveaways, including multiple copies of Guild Wars 2. I'll be giving away lots of gems, and one of my favorite items to give away. It started something off that was used on my stream only, which is our skill coffee. I used this before my streams just to get like extra energy, and we made an emote on Twitch, and it ended up being so popular that I decided to make it a real product, and we will be giving away 2 of these, and we can send those worldwide wherever you want. And more information about the event itself, and this is very important. I'll also leave this on the stream so you can see all the times and in the description. The the PAX South panel that Guild Wars 2 is hosting will be beginning at 10:30 a.m. CST, which is 8:30 a.m. for PST, 4:30 p.m. for UTC, and if you're from the Netherlands, this will be 5:30 p.m. This is on Saturday, the 24th. My stream will be starting 2 hours before that. I will be leaving a countdown timer on my website so you can see exactly when my stream starts. Links will also be in the description for that. And ArenaNet actually wanted to go all out on this weekend. So from the 24th, this is from 8 a.m. till the 25th of January, midnight Pacific time, ArenaNet will also be offering double experience for everyone. So this is the perfect time to level your alt or your new characters, and they will give us a 75% off the game. The price would be only then $10, which is, I think it's a steal for Guild Wars 2 for what it has to offer. And anyone who hasn't bought Guild Wars 2 yet, I would suggest you to do this weekend, and I will be leaving a special link in the description where you can support our channel and buy Guild Wars 2 directly from ArenaNet. If this is an expansion, what would you guys like to see, and what are you afraid of? Let me know in the comments, and I hope to see you all in my Twitch stream. Links will all be in the description with the information. Have a good day.
Later.
GG.